open packs, pick your team, and crush the competition. This is next level fantasy football. It's free to play. There's £125,000 up for grabs. Download the app today at ultimatefan.com.
Hello and welcome to episode 5 of the Ultimate Fan Fix in association with Ultimate Fan and Castor. Gold subscribers, make sure to get your 30% discount, and silver subscribers, make sure to get your 15% discount over at castor.com. I'm Dominic Chapman. Joining me today is my colleague Tom Pearce and the Ultimate Fan Ambassador for Wales, Jess Fishlock. Jess, I didn't catch you on the last episode, so lovely to meet you. How you doing?
Hi, how are you, Dom? I'm good, thank you.
Good stuff. Yeah, obviously, thank you for joining us. Tom, I suppose I'll throw this over to you. You want to get us underway?
Yeah, so Jess, a point against Switzerland. Were you happy with the point, or?
Yeah, I think in the end, happy with the point. I think, we didn't have our best game, and so I think the most important thing was that we didn't lose, which we didn't, obviously. So now I think there'll be a lot of positive reaction to the fact that we probably weren't at our best. We didn't lose. We got a point, and that'll give us a little bit of momentum going into the game later on.
Yeah, Kiefer Moore obviously looked dangerous. I suppose his height's obviously a key factor. Whenever the ball came into the box, he was obviously causing the Swiss defence all sorts of problems. How important is it for Wales and kind of the element of success for them that they're able to kind of use the height advantage that he's got and his aerial presence, and particularly against the likes of Italy this weekend, who have got a solid defence. He's obviously going to have to kind of put himself about a bit, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the key to Kiefer Moore is our service to him into the box, right? I mean, if we get good service, then he's going to be dangerous for us. If we don't do that enough, then it's really hard for a target man to be influential in the game. It was the same when Hartson was there for us. He was instrumental when he used to get some service, and I think everybody can see that with Kiefer Moore as well. But the truth is, if we can't play our game and we can't get him in good areas and Bale in good areas and Ramsey in good areas, then, they become pretty redundant. And so it's going to be key, not only that Kiefer Moore is there and he's been a bit of a nuisance, but it's more important that we get the ball in good areas, we keep the ball, and we give him the surface that he thrives on. To be able to hurt the opposition.
Yeah, I mean, you seen on Saturday, he was unlucky not to get two. If it weren't for Jan Sommer with a great save, he would have bagged a couple of goals. But Bale and Ramsey, as you said, were quite quiet. Do you think they'll sort of grow into it in the next couple of games with having the 90 minutes under the belt the other day?
Yeah, I think so. Look, I think Ramsey specifically just hasn't played an awful lot of games, for one, but also hasn't played an awful lot of international games for a long time. And it's a different type of game, international football to club football. And so I'm not too worried about that with Rambo. I think that he is a type of player that when he gets his legs going, he gets better and better. So I think he'll thrive as the tournament goes on. And same with Bale. I'm unsure. To be honest, when I was watching the game the other day, I was unsure that I liked Bale in kind of like a 4-1-4-1 scenario where he's a traditional winger where he's tracking back all the time. I felt that he was doing way more work defensively than we would like. That perhaps prohibits him doing what he wants to do going forward. So I don't know if I'd like to see a little bit of a tactical switch with that, specifically with Bale. Just because if we're going to have him working, I'd rather him working with the ball than without it. But we'll see. I'm sure he'll do whatever he can for the group. But I just think he's better with the ball flying forward than almost like a second fullback.
Just a quick one from me, Jess, on Bale. I'm just curious to get your thoughts on what you think his next club move will be. Can you see him staying at Real Madrid?
Oh, honestly, I have no idea. I don't think particularly that he wants to leave. Everybody knows that he went to Spurs specifically just to get fitness for the Euros. And look, Carlo Ancelotti has gone there now, and he has a good relationship with him. So honestly, I couldn't tell you. All I care about is that he's there right now. He loves playing for Wales, and he will take all his energy for sure.
Absolutely, yeah. I think the infamous flag celebration, I forgot what was it? Was it Wales, golf, Real Madrid in that order?
Exactly, yeah.
That lives long in the memory, that one, doesn't it? Brilliant moment in Welsh football history, that one. Just for the viewers, at the time of recording, Wales are yet to play Turkey. They play Turkey on Wednesday afternoon, I believe, at 5 o'clock. Just a quick one, Jess. Again, we don't want any egg on your face or anything like that. Are you confident heading into this game? And obviously, come the release of this episode, do you think Wales will have kind of cemented that spot into the knockout stages?
I do. I am quietly confident that Wales will be better than they were the other day, especially with the ball. And I think defensively that they're kind of solid enough. They have a great goalkeeper. He was great the other day, so he's going to have a lot of confidence. So yeah, I'm quietly confident that Wales will be able to get what they need to get out of today. Probably on the back of their minds, knowing that if they don't, they have a really tough game on the weekend. But I think in truth, all these games in the Euros are going to be really tough. But if there was a game where Wales should probably go out and give everything that they have to get the 3 points, I'd probably like to say that would be today.
Do you think, Italy are obviously favourites in the group. If they beat Switzerland today, do you think you have like a slight advantage that they will already be through facing them in the last round, whether they make a few changes or what?
Yeah, maybe. Sometimes that happens. Also, sometimes coaches just like to keep consistency, because it's good for the group. But yeah, I think you might be right. Dependent on how today goes. If Italy are already through, then yeah, will they rest some players? Probably. But also sometimes that doesn't make it any easier because those players, they haven't played, they're fresh, they want to come in, they want to prove that they should be playing. They know that in the knockout stages, sometimes that's even worse. Sometimes you kind of want tired minds and tired legs out there. So, it's much of a muchness, I think, especially with the passion that the Italians have. If I was Wales, and from what I can gather, that the way they're working at is they're not too worried about the weekend right now. They're just focusing on Turkey and wanting to get those 3 points.
Do they head to Rome for the Italy game? Is that correct?
I think so. Yeah.
So they've got the kind of the travel to take into account as well, I suppose, haven't they? And obviously they're playing in Baku for their last 2 games.
It's hot there too. Yeah.
Yeah. We moan when it's hot enough in Great Britain when it's about 23 degrees. And obviously, Jess, you've got a fantastic hat on, Jess. I'm going to have to get one myself. There we go.
I know. Thank you, Didas, for sending me this. I'm getting right in the Euro mood later. I've got a little lager out there as well. It's my day off today, so I'm really
brilliant. I'll be joining you hopefully soon, cheering on the Welsh later this afternoon.
Exactly,
Can't wait for it. So I suppose what's the kind of the mood in Wales at the moment, Jess? We were speaking to Paul Black, our Scottish ambassador, just earlier on today. Even in spite of that defeat to the Czech Republic the other day, he says that Scotland's still bouncing. Is it kind of a similar vein of form from the Welsh at this current time?
Yeah, of course. Look, we are a super supportive nation anyway, and we're in a major tournament, which we still don't take for granted at the minute. We want our boys to do well. They're flying our flag immensely. And look, we didn't play well and we still didn't lose. That's always a good sign. And so, yeah, look, we're bouncing. I wish that, we could all get out in the streets and have a proper party. It's not to be. So we're all kind of doing it separately, but for sure the whole nation is still behind the boys, 100%.
Fantastic. Tom,
yeah. So we'll move on to your ultimate fan team now. So group stage 2 starts today in Ultimate Ban. So were you pleased with how your team got on in the first group stage?
Look, I'm not gonna lie, probably could have been a little bit better. You know, I had a couple of hits. Dillit didn't play, so that wasn't great. My striker had issues with that anyway. Initially, we knew that. Pogba did me proud though. Ramsey, love you to death, Rambo, but you didn't do great either for me, in my opinion. So look, I'm hopeful that as we go on, I get better and better and better.
Absolutely. In Portugal are your sort of your team at the tip of your squad at this point in time. They had a fantastic result yesterday in the group of death as well. I mean, obviously France seeing off Germany. France, you'd probably fancy at this point to maybe win it. Portugal, I think they're playing Germany next, perhaps. That kind of makes or breaks who finishes second. So you'll be cheering on Cristiano Ronaldo, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I just traded out Portugal. I had Denmark before. But I felt kind of bad switching them out after the other day, and obviously everything that happened, that had to be tactical. So, you know, I had to switch them out and got Portugal in there. But yeah, look, I think tough group they've got, but great win. You know, France and Germany. Wow, what a group game that was. But yeah, look, I think France, for me, I said in the previous one, they just got the ultimate balance. They really have. They've got everything that you need. So I think they're the team to beat. Now, whether, you know, can Portugal do that? 100%. Can Germany do that? Yeah, probably at a later stage. But right now, France, for me, are definitely the team to beat.
They've got so much depth, haven't they, Jess? I mean, you just look at the players they bring off the bench, and I think the quality they've got, I think it's unparalleled to anyone else, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it goes through their league, their league pathway, their academy pathway is so good for League One, and then the League One is just built on development and development and development. They just have a conveyor belt of talent that always then gets picked off by the top teams, and there's no kind of coincidence to that, right? Like all the players are in top teams, and that's not coincidental. Their pathway is great.
Yeah, you last week you said how you wanted a goal scoring striker, and you packed Domenico Berardi this morning, didn't you? I mean, he's not he's not the goal scoring forward that you want, but he'll definitely sort of cause problems. I mean, he forced the own goal against Turkey, so we're happy with that ball.
Look, I'd say I was happier. I'm still waiting on my out and out goal scorer to come through my my pack in the next round, probably, but it's definitely an upgrade. I'll take it. He's a part of a great Italian team. So yeah, look, I'll take it for now, but I'm definitely looking for another striker to go in there. Benzema, I did say last time, Benzema can come into my pack at any time.
I've got him, Jess. I have to say, I've got Benzema.
No,
I'm too spoiled.
That's a fix.
I'm too spoiled for choice. I've got Kane, Lukaku, and Benzema, and I can only pick one. I mean,
I'll tell you what, I'll give you a trade right now.
Exactly, I was going to say, we'll swap Pogba, shall we, instead?
Yeah.
I could do with a nice creative midfielder in there.
Here we are. Yeah, I got loads of those.
Absolutely. Just quickly, you raised obviously a very good issue there about Denmark and obviously their game with Finland, which was of course marred by the desperately kind of sad scenes with Christian Eriksen. But the most important thing is that, you know, he's alive and well, and he's obviously posted updates from his hospital bed. As a fellow professional, you could probably never envisage something like that happening on a football pitch, could you?
No, I mean, we were all on camp and we were all watching the game, obviously, together. And I don't think I've ever seen a room full of different types of professionals, whether it be an athlete or a coach or a medical team or a head of performance guy, just being complete and utter silence, disbelief, emotions. Like, the room just fell silent, and no one at all knew what to do, what to say. We were just watching it, just in utter disbelief. Yeah. But look, the best thing about it all is that he's okay. The medical team, are heroes. They were so quick. And we did say that, he was in the best place to have that happen, because we have so many good medical teams around us that, they did their job, thankfully. So hopefully it's not anything long term, and it was just one of those freak things that happened, maybe with travel and heat, and I don't know, anything really. We're just hoping that it's nothing long term.
Yeah, absolutely right. Very well said, Jess. We will obviously bid you farewell for the time being. I believe the next time we speak to you, you'll be over in America. Which part of the States are you flying to?
Seattle.
Oh, okay. So the state of Washington, is that correct?
That's correct. Great geography.
There we go. So right on the far west as well, I think, isn't it? So a long old flight.
The furthest away you could possibly imagine. That's where I'll be.
Yeah, but I'm sure it'll be worth it once you're there. And obviously you've got a lager on the go today to
Lager on the day. I've got me pub over there waiting for me for the 6 o'clock kickoffs. I'll take this hat as well. Just
there you go.
Good luck measure.
Absolutely right. Well, of course, we wish you the best of luck with your ultimate fantasy squad for the kind of the second round of games, and we wish you the best of luck for the 2 upcoming Wales games against Turkey and Italy. Jess, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.